Hello everyone, welcome to another Moderner Technologies YouTube video. In this short video, I'm going to be talking to you about temporary view properties, which is this little icon down here in your view control bar. Somewhat of a forgotten or unknown feature for the most part, but it has a lot of advantages and use cases. To get this started, I'm going to go ahead and just duplicate my level 0 plan twice so that I have 3 plan views. And I'm just going to go ahead and create some content in the scene at the moment, just so I have some information to work with. I'm also going to create a view template from this view as well. So what I'll do is add a section line, go to my visibility graphics. I'll go and change my walls cut pattern to just a solid black color. And I'll go ahead and switch off my elevations and I'll switch off my sections and say OK. Just leaving me with my blank 4 walls and no elevation or section markers. And I'll go ahead and create a view template from this view and I'll just call it black walls. I'm going to leave everything included and say OK. What I'll do next is go over to my first copy and I'm going to go ahead and assign that view template to this view. I will select none next to view template. I will select black walls and say OK. When working in corporate environments or large architectural offices or drawing offices, it is quite typical to have view templates assigned to views to control the standards of the views. There are always cases where we want to experiment with the graphics or just change something about a view. It's a little bit more tricky to do that when we have a view template assigned and everything is included in that view template, because as we know, everything will be locked out. We won't be able to modify anything in a very easy fashion. We would have to go through the view template to do so. So that's where temporary view properties come into play and allow us to experiment with the visuals without permanently saving those changes. For an example, if I go down here and activate my temporary view properties and I enable it, firstly, I'll get this colored box that appears around my viewport over here, signifying that temporary view properties are enabled. What that allows me to do is modify any graphical changes that I want in real time without saving those changes to the view yet. So everything down here you'll see is now actually unlocked. So temporary view properties unlocks all of your view specific changes, even with the view template assigned. So if I go back to my visibility graphics right now, I'll notice that everything is unlocked. It'll bring across all of the changes from the current view template and allow me to now modify them in any way that I want. So I could go ahead and change the color. I could go and reinstate my elevation markers, for example, say OK. All right, so that changes my view, brings back my elevation markers, changes the color of my walls, but none of this is permanent, meaning that at any point I can now just revert back to the standard view template that has been assigned to this view by just selecting on temporary view properties and selecting restore view properties to just default me back to the assigned view template. So it's a way that allows us to just make small modifications, test out a couple things before we implement those into the view template itself. A second use case would be if I go to my next duplicated floor plan over here, and rather than assigning the view template, I just go and apply the view template. So when you apply a view template, it does not include anything in the view template, right? It's not assigned to the view. So I'll have access to change anything here. But once again, if I want to test before I make changes, I can always enable the temporary view properties. That is going to bring through all of the modifications made in the view properties and allow me to, again, make modifications to this in any way that I want. Test out what it looks like, and then I can always just revert back by restore view properties to go back to my original template view. In addition to being able to unlock those view properties and make modifications temporarily, I can also go and temporarily apply template properties to a view. So if I'm working in this view and now I want to see what this view is going to look like when the architectural plan view template is assigned to it, I can select that, say OK, and once again it will temporarily apply the view properties from that view template. So my elevation markers come back, my section line comes back, and in this case, the architectural view template is set to a coarse level of detail, making my walls gray. perhaps I want to see what it looks like when it's set to a site plan view template. So I can go back, temporarily apply template properties, change it to my site plan, say okay, and see what that template looks like. The more templates that I go and temporarily apply, it will start to build a little recent templates list for me to choose from. So when I restore my view properties, of course, it's going to take me back to my standard all black view template that is currently applied. And if I go to another view and I select my temporary view properties, that list is still going to be available for me in this session of Revit. So I'll be able to build up a list if there are view templates that I juggle between quite frequently, and I'd be able to quickly temporarily apply them to see changes and then revert back without saving any of those changes to the view. Okay, so temporary view properties are quite a powerful little tool that allows you to quickly experiment with view properties without permanently saving them to the view. It allows you to tamper with existing view templates again without saving those changes. So it can be quite a useful tool to create different graphical options very quickly, test them out, and then if you're comfortable with them, applying them into your view template itself. That is everything that I wanted to cover in this short video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you have any suggestions or topics that you would like to see covered, please leave them below as well, and I will add them to the list of videos to create. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.